Hey guys, so welcome to another video on Brand Device where we talk about business and finance. My name is Bharat. This is going to be an unedited video because I do not have the mind power right now to kind of like sit down and edit a video properly, because we got tested with the virus on Tuesday last week, and we thought that okay, it is going to. No, we didn't get tested. We got tested on Monday, but we contracted the virus on Tuesday last week. And it started with body pain and stuff, and then afterwards it was just high fever, paracetamol. It helped in the starting, and then towards the end it also like stopped helping, because for us it was like maybe it's just a normal, virus or something like that. But no, it was that thing, and I and my wife, we were both sick. So on Monday, we called a doctor here in Bucharest, and we said like, hey, this is like, not really working out and we need some kind of medical attention. We went there. The doctor told us right away that you guys have COVID. And I was like, it's not really possible, because like the only place where we went to was the gym, and in the gym, we made sure that there are just 3 or maybe like 4 people there whenever we are like going to train, and we just go to the gym and we come back home, nothing else in the middle. So so all of that worked out, and then I had this German C2 exam that I couldn't write because of this entire story with the COVID. And in general, like, you feel a lot more breathlessness, you feel a lot more tiredness. You just feel like you cannot do a lot of work. When you do it, you get tired quickly, and this is like not a very nice situation. Anybody who takes it lightly, I can understand that, like, maybe for some people the symptoms were less. For us, it hasn't been less. It is really nothing like the normal flu or something that you generally feel. It's definitely stronger, much stronger. So with this, I just wanted to give you some kind of background, and I wanted to jump into the main question that I was receiving in the last few days on my Instagram, and that was from some students or like other, let's say, professionals who only can invest like, less amount, 25 euros, 50 euros or 100 euros or something like that. And they were like, does it even make sense to invest this amount every single month into the stock market or into the index funds and things like that? And I can understand like where these students are coming from or where these professionals are coming from, because if you even think that, okay, you will get a 8% return or something, and you're just like, I don't know, investing 25 euros, and afterwards you like make 8 euros out of it. What is it? Around 20 cents or something? Like, no, 2 euros. Like, does it even make sense? In the longer run, like maybe you would be better using it in some other places. And I get you, like, I get that part. But here's the thing, like, when you're thinking about investing, like, investing never has to be directly in the stock market. And this is something that people get wrong very frequently. When you're investing, the purpose of investing is that whatever kind of resources you have at your disposal, the resources could be human resources. That means maybe do you know some specific people who can bring you further in your life? Let's say some professor, somebody who is a contact at some big company you want to study at or something like that. So human resources, financial resources, or do you have some kind of, let's say, you have a really good health and maybe like you can utilize it in a way by investing it somewhere. So all of these things, investing is all about just like using the resources that you have right now and trying to make more out of it. So if you're putting 100 inside, you are putting 100 inside with the mindset that maybe you will be able to make 120, 150 out of it, right? So when you're talking about finances, and when you're talking about such small amounts, I personally believe it always makes the most sense to kind of like invest with these small amounts directly in yourself. Maybe learning some kind of skills, like investing in some online courses, getting on some calls or something like that. For us, this is something that had given me the best, return in general. For example, the moment that changed our life was me investing 5,000 euros inside a course, inside a person which I thought could really help me out with, like, bringing the business further. And that was the best money I ever spent. And you have to keep that in mind, that when we spent those 5,000 euros, our yearly earning was just 20,000 euros. So it was just around 25% of our yearly earnings that we spent inside one coaching program. So the coaching program was like, it was going on for 8 weeks. We were having trainings every single week, and we were having homework. We used to do it. And this is how it was, just not a simple online course or something. So personally, like, that really helped us out. And this was when we were having lesser amounts that we could invest in ourselves. So this is something that I would also like recommend. If you're thinking that with 25 or 50 euros per month, you will be rich from the stock market, like, that is not going to happen. If day trading interests you, or like it just gives you this like sweet, like, chocolate or something, and you want to like run behind it, you can try it. Like my brother, he's trying it and he is somehow super interested in it. I do not have the time for it. I do not have the time for day trading. I have like businesses that I have to take care of. I have employees that I have to take care of. So all of that stuff is something that I'm never going to touch, most probably, because I wouldn't have the time for it. But yeah, you never know. If you're interested in that, you can try it. But I personally think your money is still like, better spent in just investing in yourself, or investing in index funds if you really want to invest in the stock market. And this investing should be done from the sense of building the habit. So for example, if you're right now investing 25 euros per month in MSCI World, S&P 500, whatsoever, and you want to continue doing it even when you get a final job and you're earning more and things like that, I totally understand that. And I think like this should be the way you should carry it forward. But just thinking that you do want to like kind of invest 25 euros or something and you will just make sorry, it's still there. Yeah. So if you will make like hundreds of thousands of euros out of it, like, that is the wrong approach. I started investing 500 euros per month in MSCI World from January 2020. Right now in the middle, there's a gap because of the entire moving the portfolio from Trade Republic to Scalable Capital, and then moving to Romania and all of these things. So there's some gap, but once things get better, I'm still going to like start investing 500 euros per month. This is all about habit, and habits is what is going to make you successful or is going to make you broke in the future. And if you're able to cultivate these good habits from the starting, that means if you're investing like some amount of your money, like every single month in the stock market, and you make sure that you're like also investing the money in yourself, then it is definitely going to show out some results in the longer run. Nah? But do not invest the 25 euros thinking that you will make hundreds of thousands of euros, but do invest those 25 euros thinking that this is a good habit and you're already trying to take care of your future, of your pension and all of these things, because nobody else is going to tell you. What the German state will try to tell you is, yeah, why are you investing in the stock market or something? Just put the money inside in your pension fund and you will get the pension back. So what is the problem in that? But smart people know that is very foolish. You cannot rely the state on these kind of things. So you have to like take care of these like small parts on your own. So this is pretty much my thoughts on it. Yes, small amounts hurt, but most people start small. I also like started by just buying one stock of MSCI World. That was like 53 euros back in January 2020. And I started from that. And then I could like build a portfolio with like almost 100,000 euros. Right now in stocks, I have 91,000 and I have 30,000 in crypto. So this is like, how you slowly and slowly grow towards. And MSCI World, if I will be honest, like, I'm actually pretty surprised because generally they do not give out like such massive returns if you compare it with like individual stocks, for example, like with Tesla, Square, PayPal, and so on. But you do not have to worry about anything. If you like invest in MSCI World, you can just forget. You can dump your money and you can forget about it, and you can be pretty sure that this is going to like kind of go up in the future, in the next 4 or 5 years whatsoever. But if you invest in like individual stocks, like stock picking, sometimes when you're not really having the time for it, it's not really worth it. But index funds, it's the thing that most of the people should really do, because all it needs from you is that the fund that you're investing inside. So like, whatever the ISIN number is or whatever the WKN number is. I'm going to post it on Instagram, and that's it. And like starting a saving plan, and you're investing the money, 25 euros, 50 euros every single month inside that particular fund, and you're done. You don't have to worry about anything else. And with this, you're like diversified over 1,600 different kind of companies, over 23 developed markets. And this is nice. This is a nice habit. And I hope you rather like follow that instead of like falling into the traps of like setting up some Bausparvertrag or something. Like these things are always nonsense. Anything that the German banks or like, you know, your bank managers whatsoever are trying to like push you towards, generally there are like a lot more hidden things. And this is why make sure that you take a step back, you try to understand these things yourself, because it is not that difficult, and you make these steps on your own, because you have to remember that nobody cares about your money as much as you would care about your own money. Okay, that's pretty much it from my side. If you still have any kind of questions whatsoever, let me know in the comment section below, or write to me on Instagram. I also like respond there. Normal videos are going to come out very soon again, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.